Hello, I'm Danielle, or DarnPrettySmile on YouTube, back with another book review. I'd like to take a quick second to point out my Princess Bride book earrings, part of my first anniversary gift from my husband, purchased on Betsy. Since the last book I reviewed, I had two false starts on books that I thought I should read or misinterpreted. I decided not to read those books because life is too short, and with 600 plus books in my collection, why not read something else? And I was so happy that the third choice was the one. Bachelor Girl, The Secret History of Single Women in the 20th Century by Betsy Israel. What I loved about this book was the slightly sarcastic, witty tone and the amount of research that takes us back to the 1850s to current day. Well, the early 2000s. Learning how the perception of the unmarried woman has changed, as well as the liberties afforded her. Terms like Old Maid and Spinster, you don't really hear as much anymore. The inability to rent one's own place, or even in the 60s, not open one's own bank account, or the division of jobs by gender in the newspaper classifieds, something I read about in a previously reviewed book. This book is wonderful for any female who has ever feared or relished being single, and anyone who considers themselves a historian or has any passing interest in any of this. Now, the author admits at the beginning this book primarily focuses on white women and on hetero women, as it doesn't dive into non-white women or women who live together, like a Boston marriage, I believe it was called. She did call for anybody else to dive into those areas of exploration of history. As you know, history is written by the conqueror, and white women, okay, they range up there, I guess, whatever. But yeah, it's an interesting read. I enjoyed this book so much while reading it that I purchased a copy for a friend before I had even finished, and I kind of wanted to buy a copy for all of my female friends because we have all been single together, and I really enjoyed it. If you want to give it a read, check your local library, of course, and there's also interlibrary loan. Your library can find that book for you, so you don't have to buy it if you don't want to. You can also find it on abebooks.com, abebooks.com, starting at $3.60, on half-price books starting at just under $5, and I don't get any kickbacks from that. The alternate title is Bachelor Girl, 100 Years of Breaking the Rules, A Social History of Living Single. If you have read it or do read it, let me know what you thought. Any suggestions for me, let me know. I'll be back soon with another book review. Keep reading.